America, what's going on? Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, all those good joints. It's Kev from Kevin's Corner, where I try to make sense out of nonsense. And I'm back. Oh, yeah. The details about my absence is I'll share with you in a second. But in the meanwhile, wait for you guys to log on and wait for the messages to go out, the notifications. So I'm looking for one on my own alternative channel, and I don't see one. Are they holding me down again? Somebody said evening. Yeah, somebody's coming through. There we go. All right, we got one evening. Yeah, all right. Hi. Oh, yeah, yo, Kev, hey. All right, now we're talking. Yep, there we go. Okay, now. Oh, yeah, I finally got the notification. Well, look at that. I'm pretty sure they probably know that's me on the other, page. They're probably like, all right, we got to make sure we send out the notification to his own page. He might get on to us. He might be on to us. Anyway, somebody said, giggity, giggity, giggity. Yeah, what you know about him? That's my man right there. Giggity. All right, so now, yesterday was unbelievable. I didn't get off work until 7:30. And even with that being said, I was going to try to still go live, but I got home and then my computer was acting up and I was just like, you know what? It's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I'll be back, man. I'll be back, okay? Yeah, so, and then today, it was another long work day. They tried to work me to the bone, but I was hustling. Every day I'm hustling to try to get out of there, and I made it just in time. With that being said, we're going to have us some fun tonight. We're going to have us some laughs. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on in the news cycle, but this one, I was mad because I couldn't go live yesterday because I've been waiting to get hold to this one, y'all. Waiting to get hold to it. So I was like, God, dog, and I got to push everything else back. I was like, I push everything else back. But I want this video, this live stream, to be a damning indictment against the Democrat Party. Okay. In fact, I want to highlight how horrific this party is and how embarrassing it got to be to call yourself a Democrat. I mean, I don't understand. I don't understand why people are still conscious. I'm talking about normal, regular people. Okay. If you're a guy, you got the normal amounts of testosterone. If you're a woman, you got, your common sense, your motherly instincts. You're not a feminist with, your butch haircuts, stuff like that. You're not a rich elitist who thinks that I feel good about myself by being woke. I'm talking about a regular, middle, younger, it don't matter what age you are, just a regular, common sense thinking woman. How in the world can any men or women vote for the Democrats? Or be associated with what I'm about to show y'all. We're about to go ahead and lay out the case of why the Democrat Party is absolutely trash and very unpopular. I should just start going around bullying people, popping up on the scene, just making them feel uncomfortable, catching them off guard in the grocery store. Boop, boop. Excuse me. Yeah? Are you a Democrat? Huh? Look, man, I'm just trying to get my potatoes and my son. No. I want to know, are you a Democrat? Can you tell us? Are you a Democrat? I ain't never heard of the Democrats. What democracy? No, Democrat. Have you ever heard of Democrat? Yeah, I want to catch people off guard. I want them to be embarrassed, especially after seeing these clips we're going to go over tonight. So, guys, get ready because we're going to have a heavy dose of wokeness. But first, let me get loose. Oh, yeah. Yeah, boy, I tell you. I want the green. What? Beating my chest like a silverback. Silverback. Real gorilla. Real gorilla. What? Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. Gorillas in here. That's right, y'all. Don't forget, there's a Kevin's Corner store in here too. The number on the screen, you can also text MAGA to just in case I get unexisted on this here platform. That is 330-974-4607. Check out the store for merch, or you can just straight support the channel through my Cash App or my PayPal. The links are below as well. Now let's get into this because there's a report out, y'all, that the Democrats are very unlikable. Let's see what's going on with that. Okay. See, after Democrats lost the working class union. Okay.
The Democratic National Committee picked a new head over the weekend on the matter of the Democratic Party. We saw some stark numbers this week about.
Now you see, fake crapper. You know he don't really want to have to talk about this, but you know he's going to do it because the poll said what it said. Now maybe he's trying to bring this to their attention so they will get right. Because you saw, the little thing up on the screen. It was talking about how they were going to try to revamp or reconstruct their party after that, magnanimous beatdown that they received. And not only did they take a beatdown, but the folks that voted for Trump, if they are mildly informed or follow what Trump is doing, you have to concede that Trump right now is killing it. This man is superseding all of my expectations. If he keeps this up, he'll go down as the greatest of all times. I'm telling you, man. So they're getting beat up on every level. They lost the election. They try to make whatever Trump is doing look bad, but it's only backfiring. Did y'all hear crying Chuck Schumer come out whining about those tariffs in Mexico, talking about we ain't gonna get no guacamole, y'all. The guacamole gonna go up, and the Corona beer is gonna go up and stuff like that. That dude right there, number one, do you understand how weak that looks? You're telling me you're willing to go ahead and sell out the American people that are being killed with fentanyl and illegal immigrants coming across this border, harming folks. You're willing to go ahead and sell us out for some Corona and a little bit of guac. That's what the Democrats are about. No backbone. And look what Trump did. He showed the difference between strength, and Chuck Schumer buckled for some guac, buckled for some Corona. That's what it is. Or are they just so Trump deranged that no matter what Trump does, how he shows strength, how he is America first, they just got to hate on it. They got to hate on it. He's going after our friends. We're friends like them who needs enemies. And not only did he do what he said he was going to do, he won. They can't even wait to see the results. They get out there. He's going after Canada. He's going after the Mexico. And look what they're doing. Terrorists going to kill us. These are the weakest folks ever, man. And they reveal it. They're so Trump deranged that they come across as weak, feckless, and straight up not America first. So let them go ahead and keep allowing fentanyl to come in because of the guacamole. We need that guacamole. Let them keep letting illegal immigrants just flood our border because of that Corona, baby. Yeah, get that Corona on ya. So now, here we are, them trying to recover from that beatdown, and they're just making fumble after fumble to the point where fake crapper got to come out and talk about these poll numbers. Well, guys, we're going to have to go ahead and look up under the hood to find out exactly why is the Democrat Party so unpopular right now.
About how the American people view the Democratic Party.
Look at that.
You see there, this is a Quinnipiac poll, 57% of the American people have an unfavorable view of the Democratic Party. Only 31% favorable.
And I'm shocked. Who is that 31%? Oh, I guess that's all either the folks who don't follow politics at all, or they're the Kool-Aid hair wearing, I don't know what's going on here. So they mustered up 31% of the population, or at least in that poll, that said they find Democrats favorable. And I'm not seeing it. So I'm going to support these numbers in this poll by showing you some stuff.
This is the worst number for the Democratic Party since Quinnipiac University began asking the question. And it's not an outlier. A recent CNN poll found a 33-year low favorable rating with the Democratic Party. Why is your party so staggeringly
Yeah.
unpopular with the public?
Maybe because of
answer's
stuff
simple.
like this. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't want my president falling all over the place all the time. I wouldn't feel proud to say I voted for that guy who could barely walk up or downstairs. Don't know where he's at. I wouldn't feel proud to say I voted for the guy who got up there on a debate stage and laid an egg right there. I wouldn't feel proud about that. So that could be one reason why. I mean, I know when he fell, everybody was like, oh, God, ay, ay, ay. But I will feel proud about the president who got shot in the face and got up and threw his fist up and said, fight, fight, fight. But let's continue seeing why they might be so ashamed of the Democrat Party. Yeah, I remember that. That go down
This
infamy.
version of Biden
Right. Is the best
intellectually, analytically,
ever.
is the best Biden ever.
He's cogent.
There will be a trial, and when that trial ends, senators will have to decide if they believe Donald John Trump incited the election.
Oh, God. You know what the Democrats, they're like the monkeys in the zoo. Everybody goes to look at the monkeys in the zoo because they're funny. I mean, you know, they do stupid stuff. You don't take monkeys serious. They throw poop. And they stick their butts up. They pick with each other. They're like the monkeys in the zoo. I mean, all the other animals are kind of serious, but you go to see the monkeys because you're like, oh, those monkeys kick it all the time. They're so unpredictable. They're funny. They're hilarious, but they're dumb. They're dumb. That's how they are. They're like the clowns in the circus. All the other acts you take seriously. You're sitting there like you got the tightroper. You got all these folks out there doing stuff, but then the clowns come out. You're not on pins and needles when the clowns come out. You're sitting there waiting for them to entertain you. They're buffoons. You know, but that's like the Democrats. They always doing stuff where I go, this is such a buffoon party right here. So now he's talking about those insurrections / erection.
Insurrection.
All right, listen.
Okay. So now these are the hits that keep on just rolling out with the Democrats there. This is the party that somebody voted for.
So suck it up, and defunding the police has to happen. We need to defund the police and put that money into social safety nets.
Well, you need a job right about now because your butt got voted out. So that's 2 squad members down because the dude who pulled the fire alarm, he got the hammer too. What else?
At what was the largest prize celebration in White House history.
There you go. That'll do it. That'll turn a whole heap of folks off. You want to know why they're unpopular? Even just regular middle-class working Democrat men like my grandfather and all of them growing up, my dad and them, if they were around to see what this party has become, man, what the heck they doing up there? What? The rainbow, I can't even look at the rainbow no more in the sky. I get mad when I see it. As soon as I see it, I'm like, oh, man, I don't want to see rainbow colors nowhere. So, yep, they did that right at the White House, thinking that would be popular across the country.
Happy Pride Month.
Hi, Mr. President. It is an honor.
Then, after Biden moved on, Montoya is standing next to 2 transgender men who had surgically
Trans boobs at the White House. There you go. And they talk about that Trump's running a disorganized White House. I can't believe, you know what, that's in chaos. See, this is what happens when you let the folks out the insane asylum and bring them to the White House. But this is a representation of the modern day Democrat Party.
removed their breasts, all posing topless on the White House lawn.
Yeah, I sat in that office with those Sandy Hook parents. I've become friends with school shooters. I've seen it.
Became friends with school shooters. I've seen it. This is the same guy who they thought would relate to men and would bring us all over. Tampon Tim. Yeah, they thought that guy was going to be the guy that represents masculinity and would make all the men say, well, darn, if Tampon rolling with the Dems, shoot, we got to roll with the Dems. That only encouraged me, man. Only encouraged me to continue rolling with Trump. But look at this. See, they're also a fake party. They're all about show and stage and stuff. Look at Mr. Burns / Crying Chuck pretending to fry something. Yeah. That doesn't look too genuine right there. I wouldn't eat that raw burger.
Old Chuck slapping a piece of cheese on a raw patty. Jesse, when you talk to your chef at home, how outraged was he?
Nothing makes sense about this. So if you look at the burner knobs, they're all off except the middle one. So that doesn't make sense. The dogs are already cooked, but the burgers are raw, and there's cheese on there, and he has moobs.
And didn't even stop to catch it. See, that's how, one, careless they are with their propaganda and them staging stuff like that, you know, and this is across the board. You know, nothing is genuine with the party. Everything's a show. Everything is staged. Everything is fake. They bring in folks to the rallies. They do all kind of stuff. They're buffoons. They are, man. I'm telling you. I'll look for them to come out like, I mean, just full-blown monkeys, man, doing whatever. So he goes ahead and he's pretending to relate to the common man. Look at me, I'm grilling stuff, but didn't even stop to check. See how realistic is my little props and stuff. It's not, well, oh crap. Now, you know, some intern probably got fired. You mean to tell me you took the picture and you didn't tell me that I don't know, I've never done this before. You're the one that's, see, so yeah, fake.
You're trying to tempt me now.
And this is how it's going to be.
Oh, God, remember that.
We will shut you down. We will cite you. And if we need to, we will arrest you. And we will take you to jail.
Now, why is she looking like Mr. Heat? Mr. Heat, Mr. Heat. Boy, she's looking like her hair's on fire. Looking like she's riding a roller coaster on the way down full speed with her hair blowing in the wind. Boy, I tell you, man, with those raccoon lies right there. So now here is Mayor Beto. And she's talking like a real tyrant. There you go. And the whole Democrat Party was behind this. They all supported it. And you wonder why they're unpopular. Yeah, I know one thing. I would never want to vote for the party who is willing to do what she's talking about.
Period. There should be nothing unambiguous about that. Don't make us treat you like a criminal. But if you act like a criminal and you violate the law and you refuse to do what is necessary to save lives in the city in the middle of a pandemic, we will take you to jail.
Now, you know what's ironic? They didn't lock up real criminals. Isn't that funny? Don't make us treat you like a criminal. Now, if you're out there shooting during the weekends and stuff like that, and you're killing a whole bunch of folks in the black neighborhoods that we claim we love so much, that's fine. If you're out there looting, shooting and looting, it's cool with us. Yeah, but if you get caught playing basketball out there, we'll throw you in the slammer. Now, they want to talk about the rights to do what you want to do with your body and all of this stuff. These folks went straight tyrannical. I will never, ever, ever forget this. I will never forgive them for this. I'm telling you, and anybody with common sense should know if they were willing to do that crap, okay, they will be willing to take it to the next level. So look at Beetlejuice.
Period.
Why is your party so staggeringly unpopular with the public?
The time for educating people into compliance is over. Don't be stupid. Don't come out. Don't advertise on social media. We're watching you, and we are going to take decisive action.
Wow.
President Biden and his family were celebrating July 4th on the Truman balcony. Behind the scenes, the Secret Service was investigating the shocking discovery of cocaine just steps from the Oval Office.
And they talk about Trump's White House and how it's being ran. So wait a minute. Who could it be? Who do you think have the capability of sneaking some nose candy into the White House? Yeah, I mean, the only person that, in my view, appears to have a nose candy problem, what's the crackhead? Right behind his dad going, what? Oh, no, you say something? No, I ain't even do nothing. I didn't say you did. No, well, okay. Well, look, man, let me run. I'm about to run to the, yo, hey, you enjoying yourself? Let me run over. I'm just going to run over. Where you going, Hunter? I'll be right back, Dad. I'm just unbelievable. And it's amazing to me that they were never able to find out who brought that cocaine in there. They just gave up. They just gave up on the investigation, just like that. Isn't it odd how many of these investigations, how many of these things happen where under the Biden administration, it appears that all of the folks that were supposed to investigate a lot of that stuff just gave up. We still don't know the answer to a lot of stuff. But let's continue, though.
Here's what we know. The cocaine was found in a small dime-sized...
In Hunter's nose? The cocaine was found in Hunter's nose. I mean, in Hunter's clothes. No, wait, no, it was in somebody's cubby somehow.
Bag during a routine sweep in a cubby used by White House staff and guests to store cell phones.
Where's Hunter?
Well, if anything, would you have done something differently than President Biden?
I wish she would have did with that dude with Fat Fanny, Nathan, whatever his name is. When they asked him about that, he was like, about that cabin. Yeah, I'm surprised she didn't do that. Would you have done anything different? No. So let's see what she says.
During the past 4 years.
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
Boy, I tell you, that one right there stuck a fork in her butt right there. Yeah, couldn't think of nothing. Yeah, she was completely shocked. And Sonny probably was thinking, I'm throwing her a nice softball. And I ain't even talking about the small ball that you play baseball with, the big fat one. Nice and lobbed up there, and she whiffed that mug. Oh boy, and you wonder why they're unpopular.
This is the worst number for the Democratic Party since Quinnipiac University began asking the question, and it's not an outlier.
Don't.
That's it.
How did those two somehow end up in office? I mean, they ran they didn't run nothing. That's the problem. They didn't run the White House. They had everybody else doing it. We know Biden didn't run the White House. And the answers that they gave and the weakness that they showed and all of the stupidity. Think about what Trump is doing right now. The sad part about it is they could have done all of this stuff too if they were all about America first. But they weren't. They allowed all of our so-called allies to pimp us out, to just take money from us. They allowed our government to go rogue and do whatever they want. And we'll be talking about that this week and all of that stuff because they're all mad because Elon Musk is being transparent by going in and highlighting all of these agencies and stuff like that they just have free will. Let's go ahead and spend wherever. You have to be accountable to the American people. I mean, all of the stuff that Trump is getting done right now, and he's showing real strength and real leadership. And they're trying to pretend that strength and that leadership is tyrannical. They're trying to flip it instead of saying, man, look at the results he's getting. Everything he's doing with America's interest in his mind. Our best interest is always at the forefront of what he's doing. When it comes down to negotiating deals, come down to what kind of money's going out, all this stuff he's doing, I'm thinking about the U.S. And they will get up there and tell you, I thought, well, he's being selfish. This is all about him and his billionaire friends. You think Elon needs more money? That's why he's up here trying to do this. You think Trump needs more money? That's why he's up here trying to do this. So it once again shows that the Democrat Party is not about progress. They're not about America first. And they're buffoons. And this is what's happening to their party right here. And I'm okay with it. But I'm not done. So now, here we go, y'all. Let's get into the bulk of things. So they had the nerve to have their little DNC leadership forum. And, where they, go over some folks and vote some folks in. And this is, remember, guys, this ain't back in the day. Some of those clips I showed y'all was in the past. These clips coming up are clips that surfaced after the beating. So this is post-beating, okay? You would think they would have went in the think tank and said, all right, guys, let's not let the clowns out right about now. Let's not let the buffoons out. Keep the monkeys in the cage. But the problem is they got too many monkeys. Their whole party is filled with them. So the problem is they ain't got too many sane folks, or at least folks that's willing to come out there and buck against the majority of the party. So the majority of the party right now is the monkeys. And here you are, you in the middle of the cage with all the monkeys. You like, okay, I don't want the monkeys to mess around and attack me. So now I got to pretend to be a monkey too. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what happened right here at this forum.
In this round, so I'm going to...
Uh-oh, I know that voice. Oh, God. He got no bass in his voice. Come on. He got no bass in his voice. No bass. How low can you go? So now we got no bass and tight knees. I bet you he's sitting right there with those knees so tight, just like that. Okay, so let's hear what no bass tight knees got to say.
Show of hands. How many of you believe that racism and misogyny played a role in Vice President Harris's defeat?
Now, they all had to raise their hand. Let one of them not raise their hand, and you know what's going to happen. They will get attacked by all the monkeys. So now they got to all sit there. That's right. It was racism and the misogyny. That's why she lost. Haven't learned. They let tight knees, no bass set them all up. Set them all up to reveal that they haven't learned. And because they're beholden to wokeness, they all got to go. No matter if in their head they're going, that chick got her butt because she sucked. But nope, according to them, yep, that's why. And look, no bass tight knees rewards them.
Okay. So, that's good. You all passed.
Yes, you all passed. You all showed that you're the monkeys in the zoo as well. Okay, let's continue now with me going ahead and embarrassing myself and everybody else.
In October of 2024, a large part, about 1/3 of Trump's advertising budget, went specifically to this one ad.
Now, do you see that dome? Boy, I tell you, she got an alien head. That dome right there's miles and miles is going up like this. Somebody must have shaped her head when she was a baby to look just like a dome. Good grief. So, and she's highlighting that sucker too. Yeah, to shave it off. I want everybody to see this cone head I'm rocking. The real cone head. I ain't talking about no cone head up there in Chicago. She got the real cone. She could have played in the movie The Coneheads without no prosthetic. But here, Simone with the dome is going to set them up again, y'all.
It was about gender-changing surgeries for a small number of transgender, incarcerated, undocumented immigrants. These particular ads ended with the line, Kamala is for they, them, President Trump is for you. How should Democrats respond to this attack?
They should be like, yo, that is the dumbest thing she's ever said. I do not support that. That's absolutely ridiculous. Why would we want to go ahead and give money? Now, this widely unpopular issue, first of all, Simone with the dome had the nerve to bring up the most, damaging ad that Trump ran. And it showed how many Americans disagree with this. You would think these folks would steer away from highlighting those things. You would think they would say, man, we probably got beat because we too woke. That we're showing our hand, our Marxist, fascist hand. So why don't we not set these folks up to have to display their wokeness? Why don't we, ask them some questions that leads them away from wokeness, or at least make it appear that they ain't woke. But what did she do? She asked them about the most controversial, impacting ad that Trump had, and it showed that Americans are going, that is the dumb, why would you even consider paying for transgender reassignment for illegal immigrants in prison? And what does this guy have to say about it? Now, this is the guy who ended up winning. He's the chair.
Our party has to live its values. Everyone has dignity. Our party believes that no matter where you're from, no matter where you live, no matter who you love or who you are, you have dignity, and we're going to fight for you. And that's what we're going to do as a Democratic Party.
That's right. Y'all keep doing that. Great job. Keep up the good work. I, for one, support you guys in your wokeness. Okay? Because I want y'all to go extinct. I want folks looking for the Democrats like the dodo bird. Man, I thought I saw one, but it's just my imagination. It's just my imagination. So it appears that this guy, he comes out and talks about everybody has dignity. Maybe he doesn't understand the whole context of which he was talking about. We're not talking about, Americans. We're not talking about, first of all, any prisoner God forbid, you lost all your privileges. You can't be in prison talking about, I think I'm feeling some kind of way on the inside. I want y'all to go ahead and help me with the reassignment. You could be an American. They shouldn't even be getting stuff like that done, But nonetheless, this guy, everybody got dignity. So what they're doing, they're leaving woke crumbs all over the place. See, they get caught up in their wokeness when they have these type of meetings and stuff like that. And they getting praised and celebrated amongst themselves in the bubble. But what they don't realize is they're leaving documentation all over the internet about what they really think and feel, what they really are. It's so deep on the inside, they can't suppress it. They get around the rest of them and they like, oh man, I'm about to outwoke all of y'all. You think you woke? You ain't seen nothing yet. You see these eyes right here? These are woke eyes. So here they go. And that guy done left a nice woke crumb all over the place with that one. Yeah, it'll come back to bite him later on a commercial. He'll be on the commercial next. That's what's going to happen.
We'll begin with the opening statements. Each candidate.
Let them all out. Send in the clowns, y'all. They about to bring them in. So let you. Oh, there's the tight knees. There's the tight knees. I told y'all, tight knees, no base. Yeah, man, he got those knees on lockdown. I'm surprised he's not sitting side saddle right there. But nonetheless, there's tight knees, no base with that peninsula on top of his head. He need to go ahead and let it go. So here's tight knees, no base, about to start introducing the lineup for the Democrat Party. They're putting together their new squad, y'all. So let's see who their new squad is.
We'll have 30 seconds, and we'll start with Dr. Quintessa Hathaway.
Why is your party so staggeringly unpopular with the public?
Good evening, everyone. It is my desire to be the next DNC chair. And I just want to give you all a little bit of something that's been on my heart here over the last couple of days.
Oh, my goodness.
You fight on, you fight on. You fight on, you fight on. When your government is doing you wrong,
government,
you fight on,
you fight on. Yeah. And she didn't think that one through. Nobody told her, girl, if you go out there and do this, you know how much of a jackass you're going to make out of yourself. Do you understand how crazy you're going to look? And in her head, she's thinking, I just dropped it on him. She thinks she's right now in the 60s, baby. Unbelievable. This is the mentality of the folks on their squad. You come out there and you thinking this is a hit. And you know that even how woke these people are, they're chuckling because they're going, this is that moment that if I'm her husband, her friend, her father, her brother, I'm going, oh no, she didn't. I didn't think she was going to really go out there and start singing. Open in line and then set back like that. And I'm wondering, what is this, a talent show? Probably for the Democrats. Are you trying to get a record deal? So not only do you look crazy, but you can't even sing. So that's her opening line, y'all. And if that's any idea of how the rest of this is going to go. Look at her. She don't even realize it. Yeah, she's like,
Thank you.
And it's a slow clap. Like, should we even clap for that? I thought that she didn't even say nothing. She just started singing that old Negro spiritual, talking about you fight on.
Thank
but
you,
she ain't
Dr.
done.
Hathaway.
She ain't done.
We shall overcome.
Just that moment. Sliding down in the seat.
We shall overcome.
Oh, my. The hits just keep on coming, and I ain't talking about her singing. And this right here is gold. Boy, can you imagine a conservative at one of our conferences getting up and starting to do this? Nobody asked you to sing. Nobody introduced this like, all right, we're going to have so-and-so come up and lead us in a song. This right here came out of her mind. That came out of her mind. Opened up with we shall overcome. So now, in her head, we all marching in Alabama, locked in arms. Yeah, right now outside of this convention, that the police is out there with the dogs and the water hoses. In her head. You would think we ain't made no progress. In her head, it's 1950 or 60. But this right here shows the clowns, that are a part of this party. So once again, if you are a sane person sitting in that audience, you like this, oh, shoot. Do you understand this is going to be on the internets? All right, don't be turning these cameras around, all right? I don't want nobody to see me in this audience with the Democrats. Because they all appear crazy, all of them. Here's some more of the craziness.
Why is your party so staggeringly unpopular with the public?
Democrats, hey, I am speaking, and I would love your attention. There is a black woman at this podium, and I deserve your attention.
Just because I'm a black woman at the podium. Now, you think this is going to make men, black, white, or otherwise, even want to, gravitate towards the party? This is their ideal of a strong black woman, where you got to demand somebody's attention just because you are a black woman at the podium. Always lead black first. See, you got to lead black first. You might switch it up every once in a while. I'm gay or I'm trans first, but pretty much anybody who's black is gonna get up there. I'm a black person. Nobody wants to hear this no more. This right here, she sounds like she would emasculate anybody, any man in the party. Then you gotta respect me because I'm a strong, independent black woman, and God forbid you be white. Boy, I tell you. So this right there, leading black first. I'm a black woman, so therefore I deserve respect. No, if you had intelligence and your party wasn't crazy, you would have to lead black first.
Like the 11 people who went before me. Yes, I am speaking. Good evening, Democrats. Look up here.
Jesus.
3 strong black women standing before you.
Oh, my God. Right there, if I'm the head of the DNC or if I'm a strong leader in their party, I'm going, geez, they're killing us. They're killing us. They're killing us. How did these folks even get past the screening? I mean, how do you get there? I'm going, what are you doing? Y'all can't put these people on display. But they did, and I'm so glad they did. Oh, boy, I'm so glad they did. Man, see, and that's because they're beholden by wokeness. I'm sure somebody should have been like, no, I'm sorry. I know you're a strong black woman, but we can't have you going out there like that. Apparently, you don't realize why we took it to the chin. People are sick of hearing Democrat people who come out here and they use all these identity politics tropes. I'm a black woman, I'm a gay person, I'm a this and this and that. People have rejected it, but they're not learning. So now this person is talking about you got 3 strong black women up there, and I'm going, how about intelligent, accomplished, or good ideas? None of that. Just the fact that, look up here. Look at us. Now, you look strange to me, but it's okay though. Keep putting them out there. I, for one, support every single choice that the Democrats are making right here. Beautifully put. Send out your best.
3 black women who, rather than just grabbing a chair, ran for chair.
Oh,
we are
God.
sick and tired
Here
of
she's
being
back. The doctor's back, y'all. Dr. Doodoo. So here's Dr. Doodoo out here. We are sick and tired of being, in her mind, she's a Selma. In her mind, she got Dr. King with her. Unbelievable. Look at her.
last one hired and the first one fired. We are sick and tired of the...
My name is Troy Blackwell. I know that I'm a new face to many of you, but I'm a
Wait a minute. He started off first with his name. He didn't start off with I'm black, I'm but this and that. But you know what? That ain't gonna last. And he'll get to it quickly. So let's see what his infinity stone of wokeness is.
Proud Afro-Latino from the South Bronx, New York.
I'm a proud Afro-Latino from the South Bronx, New York. We all can see that. We can hear a little bit of the accent in there. You look like your brother mixed with the Latino. You could be Puerto Rican, for all I know. A lot of Puerto Ricans look black. But apparently, nobody is able to see this is a man of color. So he has to lead in with that. Let everybody know I'm a proud. Let's see how far that gets him, y'all. Yeah, because immediately when you hear that, you're supposed to say, well, I support that guy. He's a proud Afro-Latino from Brooklyn.
I got into this work because at the age of 18, unfortunately, I was the victim of a hate crime. Today, I stand before you as one of the first non-binary candidates.
Oh, God. Yes, send them out. Yes, that's right. I want to see who's all on y'all squad. Yeah, we got to know what we're working with, man, as the Republican Party. We got to know our enemy. Yeah, let's see who they're recruiting. You know what I'm saying? Let's see the draft picks of the Democrat Party. So here's one right here. Troy, the Afro-Latino, that is also gender binary something or jigger too.
To run in the DNC's 177-year history.
Let's see how he does.
I'm proud to be the only Afro-Latino in this race. I'm asking you to take a chance on someone like me, a proud, non-binary Afro-Latino from the South Bronx.
A crazy one. A proud, non-binary, crazy. And they wonder why. This party does not inspire men. They wonder why they're losing men. They got smashed when it comes down to the young men. And these are the folks that's supposed to, to encourage the young men to say, I'm getting on board with that. That there's a proud African Latin, some guy just gender, what is he again? Gender, is he two-spirited, gender neutral? Anyway, now that guy right there, he's the one that's going to lead the troops. So now let's see how Troy, the proud Afro-Latino from Brooklyn, did.
The final tally of votes, Troy Blackwell, 0.
Whoa. Oh, he got the goose egg? You mean to tell me the non-binary, the proud Afro-Latino from Brooklyn got the goose egg? All of that for nothing? You went out there and dropped all those credentials for nothing? Your wokeness got you nothing? Because nobody cares about that. But apparently, that guy right there is, he was running for something and he got the goose egg. So I'm sure he'll blame it on racism or the non-binary phobia. There it is, non-binary phobia. Oh, boy.
Why is your party so staggeringly unpopular with the public?
Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen a lot of evidence thus far, but there's more. There's more. But wait, there's more. What? What is he speaking? Green anus? What kind of mess is he talking about? Green anus? Nobody wants a green anus. But nonetheless, let's hear what this man who wrote something down is trying to pronounce. Oh, look at what's going on here. That's what he said. Because, I mean, I don't speak Navajo or whatever you are, buddy. I mean, this right here is why they're getting their butt smashed, why they're unpopular. Here's the guy sitting at home with his coat. Yeah, boy, been working on the jackhammer all day. Sit back and watch the DNC, see what's going on over there. All right, there's a guy on here speaking something. I don't know what the heck he's talking about. Said something about a purple anus and the wind talkers. The wind talk. You know what? Why don't we turn it on to something a little more relaxing? Because this is stressful. So I got to try to figure out. I need a decoder. I mean, this is supposed to be winning people over, y'all. There it is. Normal, regular Americans who speak English. Because this right here is America. Okay? Greatest country on the planet. All right? We speak American. All right? It's not a language. It's an attitude. I want some American spoken. But here he is up here reading off something. I don't even know if he's Native American. This might be one of them situations like Bathroom Booker did, where he learned a couple Spanish words and hacked them up. We don't understand that.
Welcome. The Democratic National Committee wishes to acknowledge that we gather together to state our values on lands that have been stewarded through many centuries by
other Native Americans that were out there stealing the land from each other. It was okay then. It was okay for them to go ahead and conquer other tribes back then until the white man showed up, and then it was no longer cool for, people to conquer land. But nonetheless, let's finish hearing this guy trash America's history. Pretty much go ahead and say, we got to do this every time we're on a location. You're going to Walmart, the purple anus, the wind talker, and this is the indigenous land of the whatever tribe we're here shopping on. That's not going to stop me from shopping, though. I just want everybody to know. I just want everybody to know this is a stolen land, but I'm about to go and buy up a whole bunch of stuff from the white man who colonized this place and is getting rich off of this place where I'm shopping at. That's what I'm going to do because I'm woke.
Ancestors and the descendants of tribal nations who have been here since time immemorial.
That's right, y'all. Every time Democrats got to make sure you remember the atrocities of our forefathers who started this land and we all enjoy. But nobody's talking about leaving it though, right? Yeah. So now we got to honor all kind of stuff that we had nothing to do with.
Honor the communities native to this continent and recognize that our country was built on indigenous lands.
Oh God. Jeez, oh man. You see? You think regular people want to be confronted with this nonsense all the time? But it's okay. It's okay. This right here is, I guess, a formula for success for the Democrat Party. I mean, y'all don't stop and think about who you're sticking out there and how this is going to appear. It sounds like you really don't like America right there, buddy. Yeah, you got to remind America of all of their sins. That's right. Look at all the stuff we've done. It's horrible. Before we can go ahead and get to business, I got to remind everybody about stuff that had nothing to do with them. I mean, what is this doing? Just by saying these things, does it make whatever happened in the history in the past better? It's just so you can virtue signal, but you really is sending a signal that you guys are broke and woke. You're so woke, you're broke. You're beyond repair. This party is broke because they're woke. So now I got to remember the indigenous people and the land and stuff and all of that. Is there any part of America that was not occupied by the indigenous? Am I sitting going indigenous land right here with my house? Do I got to go out and be like, all right, before you come on my land, mailman, to drop them, I want you to know you're walking on past indigenous land that's been stolen and now I live on it. Just letting you know that. I feel bad about it. All right? I don't care. I just want to deliver the mail. I don't care.
No.
Te quiero mucho, Papa Grande. Mucho, Papa Grande. There you go. That's what they got going on in their party right there. A lot of yelling, a lot of words that we don't know. I don't speak Spanish. I like it, but I don't speak it. But now we mucho grande does something.
Gracias por todo. My name is Artie Blanco, Freddie Blanco's daughter. Vote for me for vice chair.
Freddie Blanco's daughter. Is that a name we should know? That a name we should know. This is their squad, baby. And I'm loving it. I'm thinking we might run up the score on this squad. I'm like, yo, man, y'all ready for a stats week? Yeah, you want to run up? How many touchdowns you want? I mean, we'll keep feeding you the ball, Trump. We keep feeding you the ball, baby. I think right now we could crack 100. We could crack a bill on these folks. Here's some more of the woke folks that's broke.
Look at this room, y'all. Truly take it in. This is the Democratic Party.
Exactly. Yeah, see, you shouldn't be saying that. Everything they're doing, I'm telling you, all the Democrats that was not at this joint, like I bet you Nasty Pelosi and all of them and Chuck and all looking, oh God. Did we get the film? Did we stop it from going out? It went out on public? Oh, jeez. We're doomed. We're doomed, aren't we? Yes. Yes, you're doomed. So take it in, everybody. This right there is the Democrat Party. Now, all of those normal, heterosexual men across the country, do you feel like you're a part of that party? You feel welcome right there? The We Shall Overcome and the Wind Talker. And then we had the Mucho Grande. We had that. And then we got the black Afro-Latino with this gender binary neutral, he's one of those things. But nonetheless, doesn't that make all these young men and this walking away from the Democrat Party want to flee back to them? Can't you see yourself a part of this party?
We are our strongest when we stand together.
We are at a time in this country when our democracy and our rights are under attack.
Oh boy, which ones? Okay, just throw it out there. Right?
We're at a time where black and brown people, women, and other minorities are...
You're never going to win with that. You're never going to win with that. Never going to get it, never going to get it, never going to get it, never going to get it. They're never going to get it. And I'm okay with that. That's right. We're at a time where we can't even shop in the stores because we're black. And can we vote yet? Can we vote? We're not allowed to vote. And I think I saw a German Shepherd waiting on me outside, attached to a white policeman. He was waiting, I think, to let the German Shepherd bite me. Now let's sing the Wade in the Water. Come on, everyone. Wade in the water, children. Why ain't nobody singing? Why ain't nobody sing? Oh, this is inappropriate and I look crazy. That's why. These folks are nuts.
Are being blamed for everything that's wrong with this country. So let's fight together.
Not only do you got the weave, this covering up all of that gray hair, this starting back here looking like show enough off a thing on the. Hey, yo, Leroy. Am I the baddest mofo around this town? Show enough. Man, catching bullets in his teeth. See, it's mumble jumble mess like that to give Kung Fu a bad name. Come on, Leroy. I got some real for your butt in these hands. You see Show Enough up there? You see the Predator up there with that weave to start? You couldn't tell that weaver to start that mess right here? Shoot. Girl, don't you think you're going back a little too far? Nah, girl, it's fine. Man, she highlighted all of that forehead. So now, Show Enough / Predator with the glasses falling off the face. You don't get funnier than this, man. Oh boy, how is this man right there able to keep a straight face? I don't understand. Holy moly. Okay. All right, I'm back. Woo, boy, the hits keep coming with these folks, man. So now what is this lady talking about? Now, how do you let your glasses get that far down on the nose? I mean, you should have felt it right about there. Good grief. At what point do you say they're about to fall and hit the floor? Man, it's like what? Are the nerves in your nose dead and you can't feel them sliding down? Jeez, oh man. But anyway, nonetheless, she let them get to the point where they're touching her lips. So... Oh God, I can make fun of this party forever. All right, I'm sorry, y'all.
Together for a stronger and more inclusive Democratic Party.
Oh boy, and that's not working. Nobody wants to be included in that party. Boy, I tell you, here's some more.
Good afternoon, DNC!
Oh boy, I tell you.
Let me say something.
What?
Over the last several days, we've seen what happens when we have the wrong people.
The best president in my lifetime. That's what you're about to say?
In powerful places.
Oh.
And so today, I ask for your support in electing me as your DNC vice chair because in a time of crisis, leadership matters.
Do to organize, show up, and win. And that is why I'm asking the people who are still with me in this ride, because you know the work that I do to protect the...
Why?
Now see, all we've been seeing so far is aggressive, angry, race-baiting black women, woke white guys, and of course, very gentle men, starting with Tight Knees, No Bass, who's hosting this thing. All right, then we got the black Afro, the Latino non-binary guy, and these are the examples that they're putting out there to try to draw more people to the crazy party. That's what that party looks full-blown crazy, man. I'm like, I don't want to go. Did y'all release all these folks from the insane asylum? I don't want to be associated with this mess. They ain't mentioned nothing that relates to the average American. Nothing. Everything's about I'm black, I'm gay, I'm trans, I'm whatever, and oppression and injustice, indigenous people. No, nobody wants to hear that mess.
Why is your party so staggeringly unpopular with the public?
Let me just start by saying we have one team. One team.
That's right.
The Democratic Party. We have one fight. We have one fight. The fight's not in here. The fight's out there, right? The fight's not in here. The fight is for our values. The fight is for work.
Yep, and we know all about those values. Right now, y'all fighting to make sure kids up there in New York can still get transitioned. Tampon Tim, where you're from, because he's up there with Tampon Tim. They're fighting to make sure we got tampons in the boys' bathroom. Stuff like that. Fighting for illegal immigrants to stay here, whether they're violent criminals or not. That's what you guys are fighting for. Fighting for Ukraine's border and all of that mess. That's what y'all are fighting for.
American people, the fight right now is against Donald Trump and the billionaires who bought this country. That's the fight, not in here. I want to thank all of you.
And the irony about that is George, you know who, done bought almost half the country. Pretty much all of their cities, all of their leaders are in the back pocket of you know who. So let's, wait a minute. So they ended up, after all of that wokeness that they floated out there, the white man ended up winning the chair. Ooh, they gonna get it. So the white man ended up winning. Unbelievable. You mean to tell me the the Latino didn't win? Or the lady who's singing Old Black Negro spirituals didn't win?
Thank you to the DNC members who have put their faith in my vision for our party. I am honored and humbled for every one of you who supported me.
I am Ken Martin, the new chair of the Democratic National Committee. I am so honored to serve in this role.
Okay.
Let me tell you 3 quick things about myself. One, I've been the chair of the Minnesota DFL, which is the Democratic Farmer Labor Party, for the last 14 years. 2, and more importantly, we've used the power that we've built in Minnesota to have generational change that's impacting the lives of hundreds of thousands of Minnesotans right now.
Yeah, in a negative way. Crime, legal immigrants running all around. Oh, and don't forget the haven, the safe haven. So they're not only a sanctuary city, but they're also a sanctuary city for kids who want to get tranced and stuff. So, you know, just in case you got a 12-year-old who you're going, hey, look here, man. I don't care what you think you are. That ain't what you is, okay? Well, that's okay. I'm going to flee. I'm going to flee and run to Minnesota. You won't be able to catch me and get me. Stuff like that. That's what they're about. Oh, and don't forget, making sure that illegal immigrants have licenses and stuff, too.
3, we need to expand this model nationwide.
You see? That's what they want to bring to us all. There you go. So just in case you're wondering why this party is wildly unpopular, is they want to bring this wokeness to us all. They haven't learned. They're not trying to shrink the wokeness. They're trying to expand it. Yeah, you would think they would go ahead and shy away from it, at least for a little bit, at least for a minute. I mean, right now, this is their campaign pitch. This is their rebranding. But it sounds like it's negative. Yeah, instead of, going a little bit anti-woke, y'all went woker. Unbelievable. So I think we did poorly last time because I don't think we were woke enough. Let's get woker. How about that? That should draw people in.
We need to contest races up and down the ballot, and we need to win in every zip code for this Democratic Party, most importantly, for our values. There are millions of Americans who are relying on us right now to meet this moment, and I'm excited to be in this fight with you.
There you go. There you go. Keep up the fight. And look at this, guys. For all of the young, straight young men out there, if you're looking to be inspired by Democrat men, here's your examples.
Democrats!
The guy with the Milli Vanilli braids. Yeah, girl, you know it's true. You see Milli Vanilli up there? So now here's Milli Vanilli. Terrence Trent D'Arby up there. Boy. And he's Democrats. Very gentle, though. Very gentle.
In the words of Beyonce.
And of course, he quotes Beyonce. Probably knows the dances. Oh, nigga woman. Oh, nigga woman. Probably be in the mirror doing the whole routine. But nonetheless, in the words of Beyonce, what about Beyonce? You couldn't say in the words of Hulk Hogan, brother. You couldn't say that? Something like that?
America has a problem, but Democrats, we're about to fix it. God bless you. Thank you so much. Let's get to work.
Boy, he got them gentle eyes, too. I mean, them eyes are looking all over the place. America got a problem in them, and I'm going, those gentle eyes. All right? Stop them from rolling around in your head like that. What's going on with that? Don't even know which way to go. Uh-oh.
David Hogg.
So he won, and David Hogg won the vice chair? Wait a minute. The child actor, David Hogg, still acting? Yes, these are the young men who's going to draw all the men back to the Democrat
Thank you,
Party.
Chairman Harrison. Can we give a round of applause?
And he
to
looked like
Jamie?
he don't want David to even touch him. He's like, get off me. You're a white man still. the end of the day, you're still a white man. So
Thank
fake,
you.
this kid.
Thank you.
Still active.
Who's ready to take the fight to the Republicans and win this thing? Are you guys ready to fight? It's been a long day, but guess what? We have a long road ahead. Let's go and kick some ass.
Yeah, they sound real tough. Well, I see one person's butt getting kicked right here. This is David Hall.
Lady Tan Williams, welcome to my live free or die state. Actually, I am a Chinese immigrant who survived communism. And under Mao, 40 million people were starving to death after he sold communism to them. And 20 million people died, murdered during his Cultural Revolution.
So what you got to say about that, David Hogg, who wants to get all of our guns and stuff like that?
So my question to you, David, is that can you guarantee me, a gun owner tonight, our government in the US, in DC, will never become a tyrannical government? Can you guarantee that to me?
There's no way I can ever guarantee that any government will not be tyrannical.
Well, then the debate on gun control is over because I will never give up my gun.
Are you ready to go on the offense?
Yeah, that's how you go on the offense. When she took it to you. I never give up my guns. David Hall. Now you see this guy right here behind him looking like a bunny in the bush? That right there, dude right there, who speaks with the King's English but tries to pretend that he's a soul brother number one. He thinks he's a Black Panther or something. Man, I wish I could have found that video where he was out there trying to preach, but then you caught him off guard. You know what? I was thinking maybe that if you look at things differently, but you would have never known it. You saw him out on the street. We need to come together as a people. And I couldn't believe my ears. So now look at him. He doesn't look very tough either. He looks very gentle. Look at this. I don't know about you. That's too much excitement and mouth too wide open. Yes! Yeah! What is that? What is it? Whatever it is, I don't like it. I don't want to be a part of it at all. I don't care. You're trying to feed me that mess. Well, you gotta eat. No, I will starve. I will not eat wokeness. You see this gentleman? Yes! Unbelievable. But hey, don't worry. They're gonna win back the young vote.
We have to win back our young people. I am the only candidate in this race for any of these positions that is under 30. We had a 20-point shift to the right of our young people. We must show our young people we give a damn about them, that we support them, and we invest in them.
And see, that's the problem. Yeah, they think they can win just because of credentials. I'm not even credentials, just attributes. So I'm a young, therefore vote for us. See, look, we got young people that are dumb, stupid, anti-American, fake, all of that, and gentle. All of them seem to be gentle, including David Hall. Look at this.
I have raised over $11 million in the past year to support the future of our party, because I don't just tweet, I don't just talk the talk, I also walk the walk and I knock the knock indoors across the country. But I'm counting on you in this moment right now. I need your support. Please vote for me. Thank you so much.
Well, look at that. Uh-oh. That's David Hogg with Raggedy Patty. Look at those knees. The knees tell it all. There it is. Oh, yeah. Y'all see him talking about, I walk the walk and I'm ready to fight. Tight knees, y'all. Woo, look how tight them. Oh, boy, them bugs are tight. And he is quiet as kept sitting side saddle. You see, he got the tight elbows too. Tight elbows, tight knees, leaning. There it is. So that's the guy right there that all of these young men are going to see and be drawn to. You see David Hogg? I think we should all gravitate towards that party, the guy with the tight knees and the tight elbows.
Why is your party so staggeringly unpopular with the public?
Rules specify that when we have a gender non-binary candidate or officer.
Hold on. Let me get something to write with. Okay? So wait, hold on. All right, so what's the rules again? Let me see. Oh man, I can't find a pen. I'm gonna have to write with my chapstick. Okay, so now go ahead. The rules state what?
The non-binary individual is counted as neither male nor female, and the remaining 6 offices must be gender balanced.
Wait a minute, hold on.
With the results of the previous 4 elections,
I need a diagram.
Our elected officers are currently 2 male and 2 female.
We got 2 men.
In order to be gender balanced, we must
too much.
We must elect 1 male, 1 female, and 1 person of any gender.
Do you hear this, shite? This is the moment. Now, these are the same people that they're always talking about DEI. You see all this DEI they laying out right there. We got to have us like the 1 tall person, 3 centimeters, and the 4 midgets to make up for the tall person, and then they'll equal the tall person if you stack them up. And then we got to make sure we got an overweight person, and then we got to have a skinny person, and we got unbelievable. Do you understand? This dude don't even know how this works. He's sitting here trying to read through it like, and I'm wondering if he's embarrassed reading this. I wonder if he's thinking, I know they're videotaping this and people are going to use this to trash our party. All of the stuff we talk about, Trump's going after DEI, and look at these folks. They can't even get through a vote because they got all these DEI rules they got to follow.
So again, this is what we have to do for this vice chair race. We have to elect 1 male, 1 female, and 1 person of any gender.
Unbelievable.
To ensure our process accounts for male, female, and non-binary candidates, we conferred with our RBC co-chair, our LGBT caucus co-chair.
No, they got an LGBT the CP30, the co-chair or something like that. They got all of that built into the Democrat Party. And that's what folks want to sit through. That's what folks want to try to concentrate on when they're trying to elect their leaders. They got to stop and consider all of that. Now, wait. So can we vote for this guy? Because is he trans? He's not trans. All right. Is he two-spirit? He's gender binary. Okay. So he fixed it. So it's okay. I can vote for the gender binary, but I can't vote for the non-binary. Wait. Okay. All right. Do we got a black woman? We got black woman. Black. Okay. So what about indigenous? We got indigenous. All right. So how do we do this again? How about we vote for the person who everybody wants to win? There you go. Regardless of all of these woke infinity stones and all of that stuff. Hey, make it simple. Make it simple. But y'all rather make it hard. It could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. That's what they're doing. They're making it hard. And I'm sitting here looking at this going, yes. I'm like that guy. Yes, yes. Keep doing this right here. Because we're going to blast this all over the place and be like, y'all want to be a part of this party? Tell me again, explain the rules of your party and how y'all come to these conclusions. Hey, dude, I ain't never heard of this crap. But anyway, I'm still a Democrat. So I can laugh at you. Yeah, this the party you want to be associated with?
Others, to ensure that the process is inclusive and meets the gender balance requirements in our rules.
Unbelievable.
To do this, our process will be slightly different than the one outlined to you earlier this week. But I hope you will see that in practice, it is simple and transparent.
Simple and transparent? Man, I gotta go get a lexicon, something like that. Go look this up on Microdish, Chat GP, whatever. All right, can you translate the Democrat Party's voting process? It'd probably be like, man, I don't know. That's what it come up. Man, I don't know. So let's continue.
The order of balloting is designed to ensure equal access to the ballot, regardless of gender identity. As we must elect a candidate of any gender as well as 1 male and 1 female vice chair, we will first ask members to elect a candidate of any gender.
You lost me already. Do you know how quick I would have got up and bounced if I was a person that's investigating what party I want to join and I happen to stumble into that meeting and I'm sitting here listening to that mess? Do you understand? My ADHD would have kicked in about 3 seconds after this dude started talking about that. The rules say that we need at least 3 women that then binary, and immediately it'd been why are you still sitting here? That's what it would have translated into. Why are you still sitting here? Let's go. Gone.
On the first ballot, any candidate, male, female, and non-binary, can be elected on that ballot. After a candidate is elected on the first ballot,
Oh, he had to turn the page. Boy, it got to be embarrassing to be a Democrat right now. Man, if I have any, most of my friends at this point, they're not claiming Democrat status. But I'm telling you, I'm going to keep this monsnage just for those reasons. Yeah, anytime my next debate I get in to with a Democrat, I'm going to be like, whoa, before we even get any further, I want you to watch something. This is the party that you're supporting, right? Just watch it. Just watch how they conduct things, who they present, all the things that are important to them. Yeah, just watch that, and then we'll talk. Not until you finish it. Watch the whole thing. And when they get to this part, I guarantee you they'll tap out. Because afterwards, I'm going to ask some questions. Now, can you explain to me how you guys come to the conclusion with your people you're voting for? According to the little dude, the milk dud guy right there, he says something about... All right, man, you got me. You got me, man. All right, hey, when the next conservative meeting going on? Yeah, you ain't even got to come. Just go ahead and stop supporting these idiots where you at.
Have one officer of the three, so then we will know which position is filled of the one male, one female, and one vice chair of any gender.
Jumbo.
Our second ballot would also be for a candidate of any gender. Then our third ballot will be the third position that is remaining based on the two results. Either a male candidate if a candidate that is not male has not been elected, or a female candidate if
That's right. Keep going digging. They are digging their grave, leaving this wonderful footage on the internet for the next elections. There you go. Just run this commercial. They don't realize they give us the same stuff that Simone with the Dome was talking about. That they ran an effective commercial showing how stupid we are in the policy we support. As you're setting the Democrats up again by doing nonsense like this. There you go. This is your modern day Democrat Party.
Female has not been elected.
It's even on gender right now.
Look, they're all confused. Watch this. The weight.
It's evenly split.
Yes.
So.
I'm so sorry. Hi, Brad Summer, former parliamentarian for the city of Utah. I do have a question, parliamentary inquiry, for the chair, if she would. What happens?
Gentleman, all gentle. All of that stuff.
So that's assuming that so few candidates get zero that we can sustain 6 additional losses on top of that. What happens if we have 8 candidates who get zero on this round? Do we have to eliminate those 6, or would they be eligible again on a subsequent round?
Yeah, it's simple. Y'all got it?
So what happens if we...
So it's 4. So
it's down to 4.
So what happens if
what happens if 8 people get zero?
See how complicated they make things? And they want to run the government, y'all. They want to run your cities. They can't even run an election amongst themselves where it's simple. We got 5 people who's running. The one with the most votes win. There you go. And they want to run your cities. Now wait. What happens if we now we don't want to offend the non-binary gender neutral people. Yes, show us the wokeness, please. I'm loving it. Continue. Don't interrupt them when they're shooting themselves in the foot.
And then we eliminate 4. Then we eliminate 12 candidates of whatever's there.
Yeah. 12.
So the question is
what?
So it's down to 4. Let's just say that of the remaining candidates, and I'm not doing math, so please correct my numbers on there. Okay. What if 8 candidates get zero? We eliminated an additional 4. Do we have, or 9 or whatever?
I'm trying to do it in my head.
We eliminated an additional 4. Do we have enough candidates remaining?
Somebody go give me a calculator. It's time for the calculator. It's time for the calculator. There it is. Time for the calculator. So here are these folks up here like, wait. Okay, what happens if does the rule say anything about that? Now we got to make sure we don't offend that. This is fascinating. I mean, this party right here needs to be studied. To learn what not to do.
To elect a full slate. Yes. Even if they're all women who get zero. And
who wants to be a part of this garbage?
The motion was, as amended, was that we drop the 4 lowest performing candidates in the next round, 2 men, 2 women, as well as anyone who gets zero, for a maximum, up to 4 gender balanced would get dropped along with zero, for a maximum of 6 people being removed
Okay.
in the next round.
Now, how many heads blew up right there in there? How many heads blew up? I'm sure somebody said, unreal. This is unbelievable and embarrassing. Who in the world right now is like, yeah, that's my party, baby? Look what the party has become. Do you understand the hoops that they're jumping through? And I still don't know what they're talking about. Right now, I don't know how it works. I'm like, all right, wait, they said something about the 3 groups, the women. Can y'all repeat all of that? Can y'all go over that again?
Why is your party so staggeringly unpopular with the public?
What is the actual plan to?
There's the chair, the co-chair. You see, sign your name across my heart. Slowly. Yeah, you hear, see Terrence Trent D'Arby? Something like a wishing well, tell.
Not do rhetoric about fighting for working people, but change the way the Democratic Party approaches people. Because the Democratic Party for a lot of people sounds like a lot of policy.
Sound like a lot of nonsense. What are you talking about? Sounds like a lot of policy. Don't be trying to pretend these people talk about policies. We just watched them all talk about I'm a gay person, I'm a black woman, I'm the neutral gender person, and I'm a young man, I'm an old woman, I'm a whatever. So they talk about policy?
And a lot of wonkery, but not a lot of action. Whatever the Republican Party has morphed into as far right and radical as they've become, they represent...
We're radical, y'all. Far right. And as radical as they become. So you mean normal as we become? So now here she is right there with one of the members of Milli Vanilli. And he's going to appeal to the young people, okay, y'all? Here he goes. Right off grip, I can relate to having long extensions like him. Those aren't even dreads. Those are just braids. But nonetheless, let's hear what Milli, or maybe he's Vanilli. I don't know which one he is, but he's one of them. And he's about to go ahead and tell us.
Action. How does the Democratic Party start to show that they're doing something, not just doing rhetoric?
Well, let me tell you something, Joy. The Democratic Party just elected in pretty resounding fashion as well a black kid named Malcolm Kenyatta from North Philly.
Do you hear Milli or Vanilli opening up? Once again, black kid from whatever. From Milli, you don't remember me? You don't remember me? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Girl, you know it's true. You don't remember me? Yeah, well, just like they were fake. This guy is fake. So she asked, how are they going to show, folks that they're doing stuff? And listen to his whole word salad. This dude right there is in the kitchen chopping it up.
And so I think that this is a party and a leadership team that looks like this country. They also elected...
Looks like this country, y'all. There you go. We got Milli. We got Vanilli. If you can't relate to Milli, maybe you can relate to Vanilli. We don't know. But we got it all over there. We got angry, short, heavy-set Latino women talking about mucho grande. We got them all. We got the wind talker. So based on that, you should vote for us because we look like a bunch of clowns. That's what y'all look like.
Artie Blanco, another vice chair, an incredible leader in the labor movement. And so these are folks who have a history of standing up for working people, a record to show for it, and who have vision for what the next stage of our party is going to be. And here's what it is. You are hitting on something that my sister said to me that I never forget. She said, Donald Trump lies.
He still haven't addressed what they're going to do. Still haven't addressed it. Notice that. And they wonder why they're unpopular. Now, once again, these are the men that the Democrat Party projects out to everybody. This is the guy, I guess, that we're all supposed to relate to and say, I feel comfortable being a part of this party. It ain't got nothing to do with being homophobic or whatever, because there's, nobody's homophobic. But the bottom line, we got gay folks in the conservative, they vote for Trump. That's not the issue. But when you're heavy, when you're top heavy with the very gentle men, it appears that you're making a concerted effort to exclude just regular day, normal testosterone, straight men. Yeah, you're shooting yourself in the foot. I mean, if you had 1 out of 1,000 but it's just running them back, a gauntlet of very gentle men. Like, that's who you guys focus on. And we never hear you talking about anything that me as just a straight man would be like, yeah, that connects with me. This guy's coming out talking about a black man from whatever. So now, if being black is not a high priority for me, okay, then I'm going, what should I vote for? If being gay is not a high priority for me, then I'm going, now what should I vote for? You guys again? If being, indigenous, if being all the things that they throw out there, if those things are not priorities for voters, they're left with nothing but cotton candy. And you know how cotton candy is? It looks full until you bite into it and it's gone. It looks fluffy, but it has nothing like what this guy's saying right here. He's giving us cotton candy.
With more confidence than Democrats tell the truth. And here's the truth. The Democratic Party is the party of working people and working families. And we're a party that's not going to spend the next 4 years somehow apologizing for being Democrats, somehow
apologizing for being woke, heavy on the woke. The matter of fact, that's all we are. We're 100% pure woke. Yeah, they don't even split that wokeness. It's pure woke, not watered down. Heavy stream of wokeness injected into society, and nobody wants it. So look at her. She still is sitting there like, yeah, I wonder if he's ever going to answer the question. Because while the Republicans are out there doing stuff and getting things done, yeah, this dude's just talking about wokeness.
Apologizing for wanting to protect Medicare and Social Security, apologizing for standing with organized labor, apologizing for protecting people's fundamental rights to be who they are and make decisions about their own bodies. We're not going to do that. But we also are going to be a party, Joy, that looks local. Everything that matters in people's life is not happening in Washington, D.C. And so we have to care just as much about school board races as we do about Senate contests. And that's the type of Democratic Party that you're going to see under this leadership team.
Good. Yeah, keep sending folks out there just like this guy right here. David Hogg. Yeah. Keep showing us how crazy your party is, how unrelatable your party is. And y'all supposed to be changing, getting it together, connecting with the average man. Boy, I tell you.
I want you to come back because I want to talk about how you fight a radical movement with politics, and I'm not sure that you can do that, but I would love to have that conversation with you.
Radical movement, that's ours. We're the radicals. We got the radical movement, right? Well, let's take a look at this guy right here in his past. That guy with the Milli Vanilli braids.
Donna would be the first openly gay man to serve in the Senate.
There it is, openly gay man to serve in the Senate. These are the guys that are throwing out their guys.
People want to see candidates that represent the fullness of...
Boy, I tell you. That's what people want to see. People want to see the people who represent the fullness of the LGBT group. There you go. These are the guys that just... So tight knees, no base introduces the first gay, the man in the Senate. Isn't that interesting? So this is who they're out to protect.
The American experience.
Hey.
From marginalized backgrounds.
Marginalized backgrounds. You think people want to hear all this bull crap? Out there with that shiny mess on, talking about some marginalized backgrounds. Most dudes that's hardworking middle class don't even know what marginalized mean. What are you talking about, a marginalized background? Darn it, I got blisters on my hands, man. I've been laying concrete all day. I feel marginalized right now. I guess that's applicable. My hands feel marginalized. Now you're talking about marginalized backgrounds and stuff.
Make better policy. You know what it means to
there you go. That right there is a winner for all of us normal working. And it's like they don't get it, man. Let you live your life the way you want to. But this is the problem. They want to highlight these things and act as if these are things worth voting for, and these are things that are positives. They add to whatever. I guess you're gay. That adds to what? Your policies? That adds to what? He opened up the first gay. We are so sick of hearing this crap, man. And then they want to throw it out there and go, yeah. Now, honestly, like I said, you see gay people walking around. But what it is, man, how can I put it? I think when it feels like it's being forced in front of you, it really makes you go, I don't want to see that, man. I don't want to see y'all are showing this and trying to just, normalize it or make me celebrate. If I'm a straight man, if I don't agree with, say, your lifestyle, I mean, don't mean I hate you. It's just that that's not my thing. Okay, it could be from religious perspective. It could be from just a basic. I just don't feel it's not my thing. However, when your party celebrates it to the point where you want to shove it in people's face. I mean, if I'm walking down the street and I see two men hugging or kissing, I can just simply walk on by. But when I turn on the news and I turn on the Democrat parties, whatever, and they're just boop, 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 in your face with it, it sends a mental message to the average dude like this is the image and the type of men that the Democrat Party celebrates. You can't get a Hulk Hogan at y'all thing? No, none of that. You get Billy whomever out there. I mean, this is the stuff, man. And so this is what they're celebrating, and they think this is going to win back men.
Did unfairly because of who you are, where you're from.
Why
Happy Pride
is your party so staggeringly unpopular with the public?
Philip Levine is with us, former Democratic mayor of Miami Beach. Former Democratic mayor, are you yet? Well, I'll put it this way. I won't be mean. Did you knock the knock as a Democratic mayor? I'm trying to figure out what that means.
Yeah, we might want to hear from a Democrat that might be saying, all right, I'm a Democrat, but I don't know what's going on. They lost their mind.
God, being a Democrat, it's almost such a toxic phrase these days. When someone says he's a Democrat, I'm not certain of what they said about me. It's almost like insulting.
It is.
When you look what happened there during that DNC chair search, whatever you want to call it, it's almost like they didn't make any progress on the lessons they should have learned.
Yes.
They're not selling a product, Leyland, that America wants to buy, but yet they keep going back to the same factory and they don't want to listen to the customer.
Yeah. And they do it all the time, and that's why their party is imploded. I mean, this is the same party who went heavy on the Russia, and then they let it marinate and simmer. Then they came back with it, and they keep doing that. They went heavy on the Hitler. They keep recycling the same stuff over and over again and thinking it's going to work. Heavy on the J6, heavy on the Trump the existential threat to. They don't get it, and they thinking the people are buying it, and they don't realize that wait a minute, our stock just bottomed out. What do you mean sales are down? We kept telling them buy this, but everybody's going. We don't like it.
Who, by the way, spoke very loudly in November, and I swear it's a little bit like the ship hit the iceberg, and instead of going out and figuring out how they don't hit icebergs anymore, they just said maybe what we'll do is just change the captain on the bridge.
Yeah,
that's not what they need to do.
Yeah, but don't tell them that. Don't tell them that. Let them go ahead and keep celebrating this kind of mess, sticking this out there, going through, 2 hours to get a vote in because you don't know the procedures because y'all got to make sure everybody's inclusive. So let's just act like, it's okay. Shh, let them go ahead.
They need to figure out what the product is. And we understand that the product certainly isn't about open borders. It isn't about playing footsie with Iran. It isn't about letting Hamas terrorists protest on campus. It's certainly not about unsafe cities in America. And it clearly is not about...
But it's about, I'm the first gender neutral. I'm a black woman. Celebrate me. And listen, you better listen to me. It's about that. There it is. That's what it's about. So let them go ahead and keep focusing on that mess.
DEI, yet when you watch that show, picking a new chairman, you're thinking to yourself, oy vey, they haven't learned anything, and they're probably going to get the same result with
darn tootin'.
What's going on there.
And I love it. But guys, don't worry. There's somebody to the rescue. We'll close with this. All right. If there's anybody who can revive the Democrat Party's image, what they stand for, is this lady right here. Yeah. Keep sending her out here. Jasmine Crockett or whatever her name is. So let's go ahead and see, the face of the Democrat Party because they like these type of people right here. This right here is going to connect with all Americans. Y'all ready for this? So now, if you can get past the eyelashes, if you can get through them and stuff. All right. I think she's somewhere in there. I think I see an eyeball. There we go. Okay. Somebody go get me the bushwhacker so I can chop through all of them lashes to get to her. So let's hear this Democrat so eloquently spoken.
This is very simple. We right now have a white supremacist that is sitting in the White House. He is backed up by other white supremacists. And if you really want to know who the criminals are in this country, you can Google it. You don't have to trust me.
How do you let this lady on the loose? Here you are, you're a party. Y'all don't have the ability to rein people like this in that you know are coming out there destroying your brand. I love it. Send people just like her out there. Angry, black, race-baiting women. I mean, black Democrat women are embarrassing to black people. They're embarrassing to us, man. You already know when they come out. They're aggressive, they're angry, they're just everything's gonna be about race and discrimination. And I'm going, boy, y'all beat that horse to death. So now we got a white supremacist in the White House, and everybody who supports him is a white supremacist. And you think these are winning messages? Yeah, and watch the CNN lady sit back and let her vomit up all of this mess.
But the people that commit 80% of the most violent crimes in this country are white supremacists.
Where do you get that number? Oh, out of your butt? She just reached in those eyelashes and pulled out that lie. 80% of the people that commit violent crime in America is white supremacists. Man, this is full-blown Democrat privilege because the lady's sitting there. No real-time fact-checking. None of that. Like, oh, what? Wait. Now I'm gonna have to stop you there, Congresswoman. Is that true? So now we got all these white supremacists running around committing violent crimes, y'all. So basically, if you're white, you're white supremacist. But no, she's not racist, though. She's not racist. Now, if anybody reversed that and say, actually, the majority of violent crime is done by young black men, she'll have a fit. Racism?
Yet, for whatever reason, they sit and they serve at the pleasure of the president. They are the ones that were there on January 6th, tearing our democracy down physically. And now we have them tearing us down right here from within. I am tired of the white tears. Listen, if you are competent, you are not concerned. When I walk into...
Tell them, girl, I'm going to encourage them putting people like her out there. Go on, girl. You tell them, girl. Shoot, keep it real. Keep it real. Garbage. That's what you're keeping it. I want you to go ahead and continue talking about white this and white that. And I tell you know what? Now, how is this woman supposed to be taken seriously amongst the people in her district if you're white? Here you are. You're like, my congresswoman is racist. She doesn't like white people. There you go. I can't even voice my opinion or concerns to her because it would be blocked because she would immediately throw me in the category as a white person. You don't understand. So now all of these race-baiting Democrats that are over areas or districts where they got anybody besides black should never vote for these folks. Y'all should be like, you know what? Why would I want to vote for a racist? Unless I'm voting out of guilt or complete stupidity. So now send these black angry race-baiting women out there. If I'm a man, I'm like, I wouldn't want to. This woman seems angry all the time. Smart, all of that. I mean, she seems like that person. If you were dating her, you would be like, dude, I'm gonna have to break up because I'm thinking about choking her. I ain't never thought about choking nobody, but I'm thinking about choking her. Man, I gotta let her go. I gotta let her go before I catch a case.
Congress every single day. You know why I don't feel away and why you can't make me doubt who I am? It's because I know that I had to work 10 times as hard as they did just to get into the seat. When you look and you compare me to Marjorie Taylor Greene or me to Lauren Boebert, there is no comparison.
So now we got some black on black smack. Yeah, she's sitting back, letting her go ahead and vomit up all of this racism and discrimination. And she done worked through the ranks and it's tougher for her because she's been oppressed and, can't support any of that. It's just because I'm black, somehow I'm sure it was tougher. It was tougher for me. I can't give you any examples per se because I wasn't born in 1930. But I'm pretty sure somewhere along the line, they made it tough just because I'm black. No evidence. You can't say, you know what, I had a professor that said, I can't even believe you made it to this college, you black woman. How dare you? This college is going to hell. Going to hell.
And that is the life that we have always lived. So the only people that are crying are the mediocre white boys that have been beaten out by people that historically have had to work so much harder.
And this is what the Democrats are putting out there. This is trash, man. Trash with the lash. Yeah, the lady with the lash is trash. Just straight up, the white boys, just flip this. The black folks, all the brothers out there and the soul brothers and this is, but yet she's talking about racism and discrimination, and she has the freedom in 2025 to get on a national TV and say all of this about white boys and white tears and white this and that, and not one person rush in with the KKK hoods on and snatch those lashes completely off her face. It's fascinating to me. I'm sitting here going, could you have ever pulled this off? Back during real oppression and segregation and stuff like that? You think you would have been sitting on somebody's network down in the deep south talking about white boys and white tears and white folks ain't never and let me tell you something about that. And the folks who did had to fear for their life. But not her. She's comfortable. She's going to walk out of there confident like, yeah, I just dropped it.
This is why they don't want us to have education. This is why they are trying to literally say we won't fund the HBCUs, because they know that if they've already gone after affirmative action and they're saying, you know what, don't allow them to come into, say, these PWIs, as we call them, don't allow them to come into these institutions. We know why they created the HBCUs in the first place. It was because they wouldn't allow us into the white institutions. And so now they're not allowing us in. And now there's...
And you know, if you listen to the Democrat Party, we are living in 1950 in the Deep South. If you listen to them. I mean, the stuff that they highlight, and as much as they let these race baiters loose, see, they done tolerated this so much in their party. It's ingrained in black Democrat politicians. It's ingrained in them. They just cannot stay away from it. Because what is she going to do? She going to get out there and talk about policies? All the success that the Democrats have brought? Or even her own success? So now because y'all thought this would be a good business strategy to say, you know what? To shame folks into voting for us and to make the Republicans look racist. Let's go ahead and bring in a lot of unqualified black race baiting politicians to our party that, there's no way this could backfire. No way they're going to become so radical, so openly racist that it turns off Americans, including black Americans. No way would that get out of control. And then how do you rein folks like this in? You didn't bring her in and tolerate her because she's smart and intelligent. You brought her in for this stuff. So now she's out here doing it. And they probably going, oh, man, she looks pretty angry. She's still talking about racism and discrimination again. Did she just call everybody? Oh, God. Oh, I mean, how can we get her out of here? I don't know. She's angry. She go, you know what? They will be racist. We can't. So I'm okay with it. Keep Senator. Matter of fact, I think she should be the spokeswoman for the Democrat Party.
Saying, you know what, we're also going to defund the HBCUs. You know why? Because they don't want any more Kamala Harrises. They don't want any more Jasmine Crockett's. But I got news for them. I don't care what they do. We will.
Who's them? Who's them? The majority of Americans that voted for Trump? Are you talking about all of those people who don't want no more Kamala Harrises? Huh? Am I in that party? Am I a white man? The white tears? I got white tears, y'all. All the white tears and stuff. Boy, they are trash. And I do not understand how anybody can support this party. And that's why their numbers are in the tank.
Fight to the end to make sure that we get our due. Because again, if you want to talk about the people that shouldn't be in this country, you probably need to look in the mirror. Because the last time I checked, the Native Americans who Summer ICE have been rounding up, or the Puerto Ricans who are out.
So your argument against illegal immigration and folks who are not legally here being deported in 2025 is that you want to know something about illegal, you should probably look in the mirror. So what she's basically saying is all you white folks who voted for Trump and supports deportation, you're here illegally as well. You took the land, you stole the land. I'm sure some slavery's mixing that comment too. Yeah, you brought slaves over here. Not me. You didn't bring me over here. I wish you would have just left me in Africa, you know. But now I'm over here and I'm sitting on TV talking about racism as a black woman in America, and nothing's happening to me. But I'm pretty sure I would have been better off if you would have left me over in Africa, my people over in Africa, right? Now, I'm not saying it was justified to bring slaves over here, but right now, looking back, I'm thankful to be an American, okay? However, I got here, but I'm thankful to be here now. But not her. You would think she's upset. So now what do we do with all these white people? They got to be quiet now and shut up because somewhere in their bloodline, maybe perhaps it might have been a racist and imperialist and all of that stuff. So now we got to be quiet and just let all these illegal immigrants come into our country and just take over, according to her logic. She wants to silence everybody and shut you up, especially if you're white, about illegal immigration by saying that, you know what, you guys are just like these illegal immigrants who came over here voluntarily, broke our laws, and instead of me dealing with it in a rational way, and according to our laws, I'm going to deal with it through being upset, angry, throwing out a whole bunch of accusations of racism and white supremacy, and then saying all you white folks need to shut up because you know what, y'all all came over and stole this land too. And that's a winning strategy. There it is. That's how black radical Democrat politicians win their arguments. Shut up, you bunch of white nationalists and stuff like that. Who's responsible for slavery? Now vote for me.
Absolutely, Americans. Listen, the only people that came and colonized this place are your ancestors, Trump.
Why
Unbelievable.
Is your party so staggeringly unpopular with the public?
Because of people like that woman right there, who's an embarrassment to the country, embarrassment to black folks, embarrassment to women. I mean, I'm telling you, that chick, man, yes, keep sticking people just like that. Keep sticking Terrence Trent D'Arby / Milli Vanilli out there. Keep doing it. Keep sticking Doctor of whatever who is singing, "We shall overcome." Keep sticking the Wind Talker out there. Keep sticking all of these folks out there. Please, please, as normal Americans, see the progress that is taking place out of a party that is really being productive under President Trump. So next time when you guys are up for election, and y'all want to talk about the indigenous people and the stolen land and black folks and this and this and that, we'll have all of these woke crumbs to remind everybody of what not to do. I hope their popularity bottoms out. I hope it goes straight negative. Yeah, so thank you for all of those wonderful, wonderful references, Democrats. They ain't learned their lesson. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. So God bless y'all. God bless America. Boy, I tell you, man, I can't even believe they're a real party. They are a character of themselves. It's like it's a parody. As I watch them, I'm going, man, this is real? Are you serious? She's a real congresswoman. No way. Are you serious? So now somebody just asked me for Gizmo, and I think I will give y'all a cameo appearance before I go. Let y'all check them out before their hair grow back and they start looking like ragamuffins again. Gizmo, Nala. Oh yeah, they're running too. Here they come. They were booking. So who do we got first? The little girl. Oh yeah, with those beady little black eyes. Yeah. Always up to some mischief, aren't you, Nala? Mm-hmm. With her perm. You see her with her perm? You see her with her perm, her bangs? There you go. I'm thinking about giving her a bouffant. What do you want a bouffant? Take you back to the old days. Give you a bouffant. Yeah. Come here, kids. Whoa. Okay, easy, buddy. He's like, who me? And here's the man who set it all off. Yeah, that's right. Look at him. Looking distinguished. There's the yawn, the famous yawn. You see the famous yawn? Good old Gizmo. Boy. There'll never be another one. All right. So anyway, thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Don't forget to hit the like button on your way out if you haven't already. Share my videos. And if you want to support the channel in other ways, please do. through checking out Kevin's Corner store, or you can simply support the channel through my Cash App or my PayPal, and subscribe to my alternative channel, and follow me on the other social media platforms. And as long as they don't try to work me to death tomorrow, it's been a tough week, man. But I should be back here tomorrow to try to make some more sense out of the nonsense. So other than that, let's get ready to get out of here, y'all, because who's scared? Not me. Oh, and don't forget, text MAGA to that number, okay? Who's scared? This is our city. I think there it is. I know you see the apes. I know you see the way we tear up the place. God bless. Take care.